at 4 years old, they treated him as full transgender. I received an email, an anonymous email from my son's mother telling the school that Aiden is now full transgender at 4 years old.
Good morning, everybody. Billboard Chris here. It's Sunday morning. I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona at AmFest, and I thought I'd have some conversations this morning. And I'd been outside for 30 seconds when I ran into Vena. Adam is dealing with a very serious situation where his son has been taken away from him because the mother of your 5-year-old child
Yes, sir.
wants to transition him.
Yes, sir.
Maybe just tell us what's been going on with your son. He's 5 years old.
He's 5 years old now.
Yep.
Now that I know it's grooming started at the age of 2. I received when he was 2, I received a picture text message from my son's mother of him in a pink dress. I spoke out against that, and I thought everything had stopped. On my son's 3rd birthday, my son told me that his mom bought him a pink dress. And I got down on one knee and I looked him in the eye and said, "Hey buddy, you're a boy and boys don't wear dresses." And we left it just as that. A couple days went by. I was really, really angry with it. So I sent off 46 text messages to her. No threats of violence. Never has there been any threats of violence to her or my son. And in those 46 text messages, she was able to get a temporary restraining order put on me, which kept me from my son. Fast forward to the court system from Pasadena, California, Judge Harvey Silverman, he ordered a gender assessment to be done on my son.
At what age? How old was his son?
I think Aiden was between like 3.5 and 4 at the time. He was 4 years old to have a gender assessment done on him. I spoke out against that in court, but they still went along with it. I requested to sit down, wanted to be personally there, physically there, to find out what questions they were going to ask my son, because in my opinion, when it comes to treating somebody for any type of disease, there's always steps in place. And in my son's case, it went from A to Z. They never treated it A, B, C, and D. They went, "Oh, you want to wear dresses?" Never asking why he wants that, nothing like that. They automatically assumed he wanted to be a girl at 4 years old.
Because his mom put him in a dress at what age?
She started at 2 years old.
So he's still in diapers.
Yeah, pretty much. She's still in diapers.
And the judge now just treats him as though he's a girl.
Yes, they refer to my son in court as my daughter. They refer to my son as she, her pronouns. And at 4 years old, they treated him as full transgender. I received an email, an anonymous email from my son's mother telling the school that Aiden is now full transgender at 4 years old. They denied me.
Were those their words, full transgender?
Yes, sir.
Full, as if there's a part transgender or something?
Yeah. So I was denied to ask my own questions. I went as far as hiring my own child therapist to sit in on this assessment. They denied me that. And they also denied me a phone call to ask my own questions with the doctor. Not at one time have they ever sat me down, the father, to ask me what I think is going on with my son. The whole system has been stacked against me.
Yes, as it often is against men generally. So you received a restraining order. The first one was for how long?
The first one was a TRO, which is a temporary restraining order for 3 years. Again, I'll tell your viewers and everybody, never has there ever been any physical violence towards her, never any physical violence towards my son. The only way that a parent or parents can be removed from a child's life is if there's abuse and neglect. And not at one time has there ever been any abuse or neglect either on my son or on her.
Right.
Because I emphasize that so much because people would think, oh, there had to have been a bad reason for this father to be removed from his son's life. But in fact, there's been none of that. It's just been text messages saying my son is a boy, do not dress him as a girl.
So you had a temporary restraining order.
Mm-hmm.
Now what's the deal with the restraining order?
Now we went, the first judge recused himself from the case. Me and my attorney do not know why the California judge from Pasadena recused himself. From my understanding is that that's very rare for a judge to be so invested into a case and then just one day completely recuse himself. So we're down at Los Angeles with a judge from the Los Angeles Family Court, Mark Duhas, and he is the one that ordered the 5-year restraining order. So that'll put me at 8 years completely disconnected from my son, and not being able to raise him as a boy, not be able to treat him as a man. I have missed going on now 4 Christmases. I still have Christmas gifts sitting at my house. One of my first videos I did on my Instagram was unwrapping his Christmas gifts from 3 years ago. Opposing counsel has done, which was court appointed, has done nothing to re-engage the father and the son in this. We went 6 months in negotiations to get my visitations back, and to get an email from the attorney saying, I kept emailing him, all right, give me this, give me that, what do I need to do to get back in my son's life? And only to receive an email, sorry Adam, but we dropped the ball.
Yeah, they don't care because you have the wrong political opinions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Adam Vena. Follow this guy on Instagram, adam.vena. He needs our support. Parents who are going through this, please reach out to him. Offer what advice you can. Adam, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.